Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is the review for Ladies Night. And it started off where it left off last time, child, where they was in the middle of the meeting and Spinderella had the nerve to say that she don't think that they should do weak because it would mess up the tempo with her being the DJ. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. My thing is I get what she's saying, but it's like, girl, no. No. If you're supposed to be so amazing, you should be able to find a way to transition to that, or just y'all say what y'all say and then end it up and be like, look, y'all, we gonna slow things down, whatever. I mean, that's what other people do all the time. Like, oh, we gonna slow things down, whatever. It's like, why is that so hard for you to do? Like you can end on, and then somebody be like, everybody make some noise after the last song went off. That might be Push It or one of their high tempo songs. Why is it so hard for you to be like, oh, okay? And then after they say that, then you say, all right, y'all, we gonna slow things down. Like, I feel like you should be able to command the room. You know what I'm saying? You are the reason why they can do what they're doing, because you are an essential piece of the puzzle, a very much so essential piece of the puzzle. So I don't understand why you're trying to make it seem like it's just so difficult for you to be like, okay, everybody make some noise for Salt and Pepper, and then you segue just into their song Weak. I don't understand why it's so hard for you to do. I don't get it. But anyway, even Salt was in her little confessional and was like, girl, that's crazy. That's like for you to say to us that we gonna get on stage and not do Push It or whatever song she was talking about, like one of their biggest hits. It's like, what, are you crazy? Like, no. Why would you get on a stage and you know you need to perform and are going to perform and people are expecting to hear a certain song from you? No matter how many times you've sang that song, you know everybody wants to hear that song. So that's crazy for you to even suggest that that's what needs to happen. Like, nah. Girl, stop. Y'all, so tell me why everything I just said is what happened in like the little meeting that Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella just had. And I'm just like, why could you have? I literally thought that within the moment that I saw it, that all you had to do was be the one to transition into Weak. Like, I'm just like, why? I mean, and then Salt had to tell her, like, well, I feel like all you got to do is, I'm like, girl, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm watching it and then I'm recording. I'm recording as I watch. So yeah. And I'm just like, that to me, that is so easy. That is something that she could have come up with on the spot. There was no reason for her to even bring that to the table. My thing is, if she was going to still bring it to the table, she could have said, you know, I did have a small challenge at first, but then I thought about it, I reevaluated it, and I think it can work. Instead of even trying, didn't even try at first. It's like, I can't do it, so no. It's like, what? Since when? I have seen places do that, where they have a high tempo song, and then they transition to an actual slow song where you can slow dance to. So it's like, well, what are you talking about? She basically trying to make it seem like it's impossible, and I'm just like, girl, stop. So anyway, they basically are hoping that it's gonna work, because as we all know, if she comes back, they reconvene, and she says it ain't gonna work, Coco will get up and walk out, and that's just what it is. And Salt actually did a reenactment, and she was like, look, if y'all roll up on her and tell her that y'all not doing Weak, I ain't got nothing to do with it. She said that Pepper gonna be the one to tell her. She was like, okay, I'll tell her. If that's what it ends up coming down to the situation being, okay, I'll do it. And so she ended up acting as if she was Coco, and then she was like, I want to know what you would do. And so she basically, she pretty much did exactly what Coco would do if she were to tell her that Weak is not gonna work. But anyway, y'all, I'm tired, and they toast it. They did a little toast, to hoping that it actually is gonna work out. And I'm like, okay, y'all keep hope alive on that. So Taj is in her suite, and her husband is there, still after his birthday. He's gonna be out there for a few days, and she is very thankful for that time she's able to spend with him, because during this time she's gonna be away from her family for for at least 3 months if everything works out according to plan. So she's talking to him again, of course, about what's been going on and how Coco is being Coco, and things aren't going as they should. And she's just like, look, I don't want to sit up here and spend all our time learning this choreography and just doing all of these things for it to end up being a waste of our time. And Coco needs to understand that we understand that she's going through a divorce, but she can't put everybody else's lives on hold because she's going through something. And that's true. I get that. I understand that. So she's kind of trying to understand how everything's going to eventually play out because she don't want to do all this for no reason, and I don't blame her. So Lily, Coco, Peppa, and Spinderella all link up at this Moroccan spot. Apparently Taj and Salt are under the weather, don't feel good or whatever. I kind of feel like Taj just at the place with her husband. She didn't want to go out with them because she wants to spend as much time as she can with her husband before he go back home. That's what I think her excuse is. But Salt might actually be tired for real, I don't know. Or sick or whatever. Not feeling that well, as they said. And they meet up and they wanted to have like a little girls' night, as Spinderella put it. And I'm just like, why didn't you just say ladies' night to continue to utilize the title of the show and the tour, but whatever. So they went out and, you know, they just wanted to have a night where they were free of, you know, work talk and all that stuff. And while they were talking, randomly Coco brought up the fact that she went out on a double date with Peppa before. And Peppa, you know, Peppa gets around and she ain't shy. She ain't shy when it comes to her being with a man, honey, being with a man. So she was like, "Why I feel like I remember this?" And so she ended up having to tell her, yeah, it was me, whoever her boyfriend or whoever was at the time, Peppa and Tretch. And y'all know who Tretch is. We ain't gonna get into that because Lord have mercy. What is it? Naughty by Nature, the guy who, from Naughty by Nature. I ain't gonna lie, I used to live for their music back in the day, but we ain't gonna get on that. That ain't what this show was about. So anyway, they apparently went on a little date, a double date, where they went bowling in Hackensack, New Jersey, and all this other stuff. And so while they were talking, belly dancers came out and started entertaining them, and they were having fun, enjoying themselves, and you know, a little bit of business slipped in there, and Coco basically said that she was gonna be somewhere. But then when the confessional came on, she was like, I can't promise nothing because life happens. I was like, girl, you just promised that you was gonna be there while you was in the building with them people. But y'all know how Coco do. Coco will not show up. So we'll see. So they are supposed to be at their second official rehearsal. And they're there with the choreographer, is it Akira? I hope I say her name right. But they're there with her, meeting up with her again, y'all. I said her name, I brought her up on purpose because I live for that color lipstick she have on. It's like, I don't want to say is this color. No, this is more purple. But it's kind of this, it's kind of like this. But it pops a little bit more. But yeah, it's like pinkish purplish. I don't know the official color, but it's more of a darker. It's not that one color that everybody was wearing like a couple of years ago, which I still have no problem with wearing. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous still to me. It looks good on me. But as far as my skin tone is concerned, but I want to know that exact color and that exact brand that she got on, so I can get that. Because sometimes I have to blend in order to get that color or colors that are closely related to that because I don't have that exact color. Or if I do have it, it's in a brand that I no longer wear because it doesn't have long wear for me. So I would just rather not even have it, and I've been tossing stuff like that lately. But anyway, I digress, y'all. I live for lip stuff. I can't help it. I got a little bit of some lip stuff on right now. It's this, but you can't tell. You can't really tell like that, but I mean, it's a little bit, but it ain't my usual, y'all. I'm gonna get back to my usual from time to time. But yeah, y'all. Anyway, they're having their their second rehearsal, and everybody's there. Everybody is there, honey. I can't believe it. So anyway, they're trying to rehearse. Coco doesn't know her steps. Oh, that was a surprise, y'all. That was so shocking. But anyway, she doesn't know her steps, and it's beginning to look a lot like it ain't finna happen. And it's even worse because Spinderella is in the back and she's trying to figure out some other things as far as steps are concerned, because Salt said that they did some kind of Billboard Music Award performance, and she did this walk around, and it's kind of like she went up to various people that were on stage with her, and she would interact with them while dancing and still rapping, and they have to know, you know, I'm here with you and actually interacting with you as if it was something that they rehearsed. So she kind of gave a little, she gave us a little sneak peek of how that goes, because nobody knew what she was talking about. Well, I mean, I guess Pepper knew, but nobody else knew what she was talking about. So she did it, and she kind of like snaked around everybody that was on the stage. And it was like, oh, okay, it's kind of like all of us interacting. So I think that would be really cute. I like the fact that when she rehearses in heels, especially if she knows she's going to get on the stage and wear some heels. If you ain't going to sit up there and Adidas and Nike it out, then you might as well go ahead and practice in something that's going to be the height of whatever you're going to be wearing that night. So you can go ahead and get your feet, legs, knees, back, and everything else ready for that. Everybody else in sneakers, and I'm like, y'all know good well y'all gonna be trying to kick some shoes off for the end of the night, so you might as well go ahead and get this ready and go in there. But yeah, y'all, so Spinderella is in the back, and she is trying to figure out when certain parts you come in on or whatever, and she's trying to put out her opinion on some things that need to be changed. Ain't nobody trying to hear her, and Taj sees what's going on, and she's in her confessional talking about how, you know, they've had issues in the past and they wouldn't recognize things that she would say or whatever. And Pepper did in her little confessional that she realized that she saw that she was trying to say something, but no matter what, Salt and Pepper has the final say. So that's true, whatever, cool. But yeah, it ain't looking too good right now because Coco ain't got her steps, and it looked like kind of a mess right now. So we'll see. Spinderella met up with her boyfriend Q, and they were talking, and she told him how the meeting went and how, you know, the residency and all that stuff. And apparently this is going to be a long distance relationship for them because, you know, everything that came about with the residency, not just the residency for Salt and Pepper, but her actual residency. I don't know if this is just something that is ongoing or what, but she's going to be out there. How long? I mean, that's your guess is just as good as mine. But he was saying that, you know, for them to be able to work, he's going to have to come out here like every other week, and he's going to bring kids. I don't know if they have any together, but she mentioned little Q. I don't know if that's a child they have together or what, but anyway, she was basically saying that, you know, she loves her family, she loves him and all that stuff. She needs to make her own mark and not just Salt and Pepper's mark in this world. And I agree, I understand that. Okay, y'all, so they just had rehearsals for the What a Man song that they gonna do, that they do or whatever. It's just the way they were. I'm like, why can't y'all just say, I don't know, I guess they have dancers, different dancers for different ones. Well, maybe they just need one extra person. Anyway, they needed a new dancer, a new male dancer for What a Man, and they ended up picking some dude or whatever, and they were here for the rehearsals. They were very happy. I liked how they improvised and not actually have their music playing in the background with them on the vocals. They actually themselves vocalized the song or whatever. So it's pretty cool how they improvised it on the spot. But yeah, they picked somebody and they asked him to actually stay over because they were going to start rehearsals soon. And, you know, the first show is like less than a week out. So they need to go ahead and get started anyway. So now they are doing some kind of the great search for a cohesive look for both groups, which I think was stupid considering one is an R&B group and the other is a rap group, and it's not like the rap group was dressing like how some of the R&B artists were dressing back in the day. At times they were, so I get it, but yeah, it's not working. Everybody's style is different. Somebody likes cat suits, somebody likes rompers, somebody likes big baggy clothes, somebody likes jackets. I mean, somebody wants jeans. Literally everybody wanted something else completely different, and I was just like, why y'all thought y'all was gonna be able to pull this off? I don't see it happening. So nobody could really agree on anything, and SWV left. And when they left, Salt was like, I have an idea. I don't think anything is gonna work out, and depending on how things go before the show is supposed to start, actually go down, we might just have them to sing the chorus of What a Man, and we do what we do, they do what they do. And how about as far as the clothes are concerned, they dress how they normally dress, and we dress like how we normally dress instead of people trying to change people. And I'm just like, this whole episode so far, I've just been like, why are y'all making things harder than it has to be when it's so simple? Like, I don't get it. Let them dress how they dress. Y'all dress how y'all dress. Don't nobody have time. It's just y'all are making it complicated and hard for no reason. So I'm glad that Salt finally had some sense and figured that out. So they are having a rehearsal. I don't remember if it's the last one before their spot date show in like 2 days, but it's not looking good. Everybody is looking crazy, and Coco still doesn't know her steps. She has even admitted to not having it down. The manager is over in the corner shaking his head and looking like this ain't working. Like, it's a whole mess, y'all. I'm just looking like. So what is we doing here, though? It really just looks like they just gonna get on stage, say, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man, and do ad-libs, and that's it, and ain't gonna be no dance steps. And I mean, the dance steps aren't hard, but they just haven't been practicing. Mainly Coco. So it looks crazy. So it ain't looking too good. Okay, y'all. So Salt-N-Pepa met up with their manager, and he voiced his concerns about what he saw at the rehearsal, and he was like, look, I feel like we need to just pull out. And so Salt was like, look, I mean, I get it, but at this point, tickets have been sold, and we have a responsibility, and a lot of people don't understand what goes into that. If you don't deliver, all kinds of repercussions happen. You're going to get bad press. People going to be looking at you like, how dare you? Especially if for some reason you don't refund people their money. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. I just can't believe that heifer did that. But anyway, but you can't do that. You're going to end up owing people money. A lot of people have given advances to y'all for all kinds of stuff that y'all talking about y'all need, and y'all talking about having a residency. This is actually a part of y'all's residency. So you're gonna mess it up already. It's like, y'all really gonna mess it up like that? Like, really? That's crazy. But yeah, y'all, Salt was like, nah, we can't do that. We're gonna have to make it work. The place is supposed to be in Dallas. They have their residency in Vegas. But yeah, this is supposed to be one of their actual, it's still one of Salt-N-Pepa's shows, but it's in Dallas. So this is going to be the first time they all perform together, and they just basically going to let the chips fall where they're made, because where they may. I don't know why my words didn't want to come out right at that moment. But yeah, we're going to see what happened, but I don't know. Sometimes people pull it out at the end, so let's see if they pull it out at the end. So all the members of SWV met up in Coco's room, and they wanted to talk. Well, she already said that she needed to talk with them because she felt like they weren't doing what they needed to do. They weren't speaking up, and things aren't going the way they need to go because they are all on the bandwagon of Salt and Pepper all on their behind and all up their behind. Let me put it like that. So met up with them and she was like, look, I just feel like y'all ain't riding for our group. And they were looking like, what are you talking about? She was like, every time I look up, you just agree with everything that they're saying. You just go along with anything they throw out there and just leaving us open and exposed. And she kind of feels like they're underselling SWV. At times I kind of get where she's coming from when she says that, because they're just looking at how big they are and how long they've been in the game. They're just a few years behind them. But the thing is, they're in a completely different market. So I'm like, okay, I get that. And they had a long hiatus. I don't know how long Salt and Pepper weren't together. But SWV weren't together for like 8 years or something like that. Like, they disbanded for 8 years. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna need for you to calm down. But yeah, y'all. So she got in her feelings and she was like, look, I ain't feeling it. And Taj was like, are you gonna be all in or not? And so she was like, I didn't say I wasn't gonna be there. And so she really was like, are you really gonna be there? And she was like, not today. I'm not doing this today. And she walked out like she always does. Like, she was just, I'm not doing it. Y'all, it's just too much going on. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this review and I'll see y'all on the next one.